Good morning, boys. It is Friday, October 23rd. Countdown to the book that I have been waiting to read all week. One of my favorites, If You Give a Cat a Cupcake. So that's the book that we're reading today. But before we get into some of our work, I would like to do some songs or some poems. So let's start out with 5 little pumpkins sitting on the gate. The first one said, "Oh my, it's getting late." The second one said, "There are bats in the air." The third one said, "We don't care." The fourth one said, "Let's run, let's run." The fifth one said, "Isn't Halloween fun?" Say it with me. Ooh, went the wind, and out went the lights. And 5 little pumpkins rolled out of sight. That's not a fun one. How about, "Hi, Mr. Bushy Tails. How are you today? You should be gathering nuts. You don't have time to play, for winter is coming and the snow will be all around. And there you'll find your dinner hidden safely in the ground." And what kind of dinner is he hiding? Let's bring our Mr. Bushy Tails family up here so you can see them. All right, look at these guys. And his bushy tail, that's why we call him Mr. Bushy Tails. Even the baby has a little bushy tail. So these are Mr. Bushy Tails and his family. And Mr. Bushy Tails is collecting acorns, and he's collecting berries, and he's even collecting pine cones. We talked about how he likes to eat pine cones. But those little acorns, "I'm a little acorn nut lying on the cold, cold ground. Everybody steps on me. That is why I'm cracked, you see. I'm a nut, I'm a nut, I'm an acorn nut." Now, I told you about my acorns. I have these super duper big acorns. So I think I showed you this before. Here's my baby acorn. If I hold this, I might eat it. And here's my big acorn. Look at this guy. Mr. Bushy Tails and his family. I'm going to have to put down. I think I showed you this before, but look at these guys. So these are the yummy acorns that Mr. Bushy Tails is collecting in my backyard and dropping on my poor puppies' heads, teasing on my little puppies. So aren't they cute? I just love Mr. Bushy Tails. I'm going to put him back down here at our circle. Okay. Pick a pumpkin from the vine, from the vine, from the vine. Pumpkin round and pumpkin fine. Let's pick pumpkins. So much fun. How about some firefighter songs? Because in the month of October, we celebrate fire prevention, and we stop, drop, cover, and roll. I think Miss Kathy did last year. She does the cover part. So stop, drop, cover, and roll. And I know you learned that last year in Miss Kathy's class. So we have 2 firefighter songs. So let's get our steering wheels ready for a big truck. Down the street the firefighters go. They're off to fight the fire. Up the ladder with the hose. Psh, out goes the fire. And the other one is, the firefighters are brave. The firefighters are brave. Hi-ho, but did you know the firefighters are brave? So if you see a firefighter, make sure that you give them a wave and thank them for the great job that they do keeping us safe. All right, and the last song that or poem I want to do with you is Our Hungry Spider. So let's think of something yummy that we like to eat. And I'm going to go first, and then you'll have a turn, okay? "I'm a hungry spider, and I'm ready for my lunch. I'll spin a web, and I'll catch something to munch. I would catch a beetle or a bumblebee. But Graham, what would you catch if you were me?" Good choice. "I'm a hungry spider, and I'm ready for my lunch. I'll spin a web, and I'll catch something to munch. I would catch a beetle or a bumblebee. But Oliver, what would you catch if you were me?" That's a good choice too. Do you know the silly children in your class that come to school, they get so silly with this song. This poem, yesterday when we did it, one of them said that they wanted to eat the rug. I don't know, but they're definitely silly billies. All right, I'm gonna put that aside. And I want to talk today about being a good citizen. Being a good citizen. What do you think that means? Being a good citizen. All right, well, I'm going to just read some of these things. These are ways to be a good citizen. Obeying the rules and the laws, being friendly, respecting the opinions of others. That means that if somebody likes yellow and you like purple, that's okay. It's their opinion that yellow is the best color, when maybe your opinion's different. Protecting the environment. That means recycling and taking care of things. Remember we did the Bible lesson and we talked about how one of our friends went to church and helped clean up the play yard and the driveway. Being helpful, offering to help, being loyal to our country, volunteering in the community, and respecting the rights of others. Wow, is that important? Respecting the rights of others. Even when we disagree with somebody or we don't like what they have to say, we need to respect they have the right to say it, okay? And you know what, guys? This just all comes down to being kind and having kind hearts. And I want to talk about how you can show teamwork. This is another good one. How to show teamwork. Listening to others, sharing ideas, being reliable, offering help, giving thoughtful feedback. So, you know, if someone asks you, do you like my new haircut? Well, you know what? Maybe it's not the best haircut. You don't think it's something you would like, but you're going to be kind and you're going to say, you know what? That haircut looks really good on you. That's the right haircut for you. That's the choice that you made. Doing what I say I will do. Doing what I say I will do, having a positive attitude, encouraging everyone to do their best, and being respectful. So this is how you can be a team. If you think about teams that you've played on or you've watched your brothers play on, and you know, someone scores a goal in soccer and you know you cheer. When the other team scores, you're not so happy about that, but you know what? Sometimes they make a really good shot and you just want to say, you know what? That was great. Even though he wasn't on your team, you can say that other team's player that was great. That was a really good shot. And that's just being a good team player, just being a good person. Sending out what you want to receive, guys. Being kind to others because you want kindness back. And that's all about being a good citizen, and that's all about having good teamwork. Good, you know, just helping out each other when you need to and encouraging each other, and just, you know, not saying mean things because it doesn't help. It doesn't help when we're mean to each other. And even if we disagree, that's okay. You know what? That's why they make chocolate ice cream, vanilla ice cream, strawberry ice cream, mint chocolate chip, because everybody likes different things, and that's okay. Because it would be really boring if there was a million Miss Sheilas in the world, right? Imagine everywhere you go you saw my face. No, you want to see different faces, different people, different friends. All right, so we're going to touch base on those things here and there, and just some things to think about. All right, I put in your packet a piece of paper or a worksheet, and it says color the pictures, so you don't have to do that later. I know we color later, but it's the magic vine, a fairy seed I planted, so dry and white and old. So this is an old pumpkin seed, but he's calling it a fairy seed. There sprang a vine enchanted with magical flowers of gold. Do you remember when I said there was a seed, it was a sprout, and then you saw those beautiful flowers of gold? I watched it, I tended it, and truly by and by, it bore a jack-o'-lantern. And it made a great Thanksgiving pie. So it's kind of a riddle. What do you think we're talking about? Of course, we're talking about our pumpkins, and made them into jack-o'-lanterns and some of them into yummy Thanksgiving pie. This is just a fun worksheet, a fun poem. And when you get time, when it's your time to color or paint, you can paint that and save it. And you can share that with your friends, or when your grandparents come over, you can share that with them. All right, so the last thing that I have to show you is this cupcake. And who does not like a delicious cupcake? So keep in mind that you are going to paint this cupcake whatever you want. It can be a strawberry cupcake, it can be a blueberry cupcake, it could be banana cupcake, and we're going to paint this and decorate this. And you can start that, or you can wait, depending on what Mom and Dad want you to do. But I have to read this book. If you give a cat a cupcake, what do you think's gonna happen? I don't know. Do you ever give your cats cupcakes? If you give a cat a cupcake, he'll ask you for some sprinkles with it. And when you give him sprinkles, he might spill them all over the floor. Do you think that's a good possibility? Cleaning up will make him hot, so we'll have to go get his bathing suit on, and you'll have to take him to the beach. Oh my goodness gracious. I hope this is in the summer when he does this, or he's going to be a little chilly. He'll want to go on the water, and he'll want to build a sandcastle too. Then he'll want you to look for shells with him. So he's going to want to go on the water and build a sandcastle, and he's going to start looking for some shells. Oh my goodness. He'll find a few other things as well, but he'll put them in his pail and try to pick them all up, but it's going to be too heavy. And then he'll decide he needs to go to the gym and work out because he can't, look at all this stuff, he can't pick it up. So he's got to get some muscles. First, he'll warm up on the treadmill. Then he'll lift a weight or two. And then he might even take a karate class. After the gym, he'll want to go to the park. And when you get there, he'll see the rocks and he'll climb as high as he can. And at the top, he'll see a lake. And, well, he'll want to take those boats out rowing. Still in his bathing suit. He'll be the captain, and you'll have to row. Then he'll notice the merry-go-round, and he'll want to go for a ride. Oh my goodness, look at, she's working so hard, and now she's flying because he's changed his mind again. He wants to go on a ride. He'll want you to go on the ride too, and you'll choose the horse with the purple mane, and he'll ride on the whale. And the whale will remind him of the science museum, and he'll ask you to take him there. First, he'll find oh my goodness, this guy, we're gonna need a nap after this book. First, he'll spot the dinosaurs. Then, pretty cool dinosaurs. Then he'll spot the Hall of Apes. When the museum closes, you'll be the last to leave because he wants to see everything there is to see. On the way home, you'll pass by the beach and you'll help him gather up all those things that he found. Then he'll want to race you. What would your mother say to you if you wanted to bring all this stuff home from the beach? I think I would say pick one thing. When you get home, he'll empty the sand out of his shoes and it might spill all over the floor. Seeing the sand on the floor will remind him of the sprinkles, and he'll probably ask you for some. Oh my goodness. He is one big mess pot, this cat. And chances are, if you give him some sprinkles, he'll want a cupcake to put them on. Look at all those sprinkles all over the floor in that cupcake. Look, the lid's off and the sprinkles are, it's empty. Oh my goodness, this cat, what an adventure this cat took us on. So here's your cupcake. And I'm going to just get my paints out. And I know that you're probably going to do this later, but I'm going to get my paintbrush out. And remember, we're going to dip it in the water first, and then we're going to pick a color. And I'm just going to start painting. And like I said, this is your creation, so it can be anything you want. So imagine what kind of cupcake you would love to eat. And you're just going to start painting, and you're going to use all the fabulous colors, and maybe we can put some sprinkles on it. Not sure if I sent you home with any sprinkles, but you know what you can do? You can cut up some extra paper, like in tiny confetti. Let me see. Let me grab some paper. Grabbing some paper. I'm grabbing some paper. Grabbing some paper. All right, so I'm going to take just a little bit of construction paper. I'm going to cut just take a little piece, and I'm going to show you what I'm cutting. Just little pieces of paper, little pieces. And then we could take those pieces with our glue sticks and we could glue them on our cupcake like sprinkles. Or if mommy has sprinkles at home, maybe she'll let you have a couple to put on your creation. But I just cut up a couple of pieces of paper and made some sprinkles on my yummy cupcake. Cupcakes are the best. Have you ever seen those Sesame Street cupcakes? They're like Big Bird or Bert and Ernie. They have all that gooey icing that's blue. Turns your face blue and your tongue blue. I don't think I would like that, but maybe you would. Not sure that your mother or father would like that, but we'll see. Okay, so fun book, great week. I hope you're enjoying your pumpkins and your candy corn wood box or wood triangles that I gave you, that I painted for you. And I will see you next week. We're getting closer to the end of the month, which it always gets exciting because we talk about what's going to be next and the things that we're going to learn about in the next month. So keep up the good work. Remember, it's our job to show teamwork and to be a good citizen, to be kind and loving to our neighbors, helping our parents and our grandparents. And I hope you have a super fun weekend because it's Friday. It's Friday. All right, boys, I'll see you on Monday. Bye-bye now.